Helokawans, it's been 2 weeks since we last saw each other, so welcome back to Immortal Part 2.5 session with me, your host and Game Master Little Cat. With me are Kang, who plays currently known as Mume, and Ben, who plays Dr. Bosk and Dr. Frosk. We might talk about random stuff tonight, but that's the point of 5. That's the point 5 journey, yo. Um, Session 24 will return next week when we have a more full team. Everybody who is ill, please get well soon. I hope you have. I hope to have you back at my table and in good health. We were talking about the simulacrum previously, which I thought is interesting. I also want to bring up that if you are a simulacrum and you are down to your minimal hit points and you have used spell slots, when you make a copy of yourself, that copy will be down to minimal hit points with few
Yes, I,
spell slots.
I think it will be like half your existing hit points, because
Yeah,
that's how
Something
which
like that.
simulacrum works.
yeah,
It's
which
like,
is why usually it is best for when someone is fresh and starting a
Yes.
new day to do the simulacrum.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Absolutely, absolutely. Um, anyway, uh, do you want to ask any questions? Otherwise, I do have a few things to sort out with Kang slash
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mumi.
Yeah,
Uh,
you can do that
while
first.
while in the question of simulacrum, I
Uh-huh.
do want to ask because Valeris did do have that spell or that thing he can do. Does
Uh-huh.
his simulacrum also have to spend 12 hours to cast, or is it more instantaneous than the original spell?
I think he can
I
spend.
think it's faster
Yeah, I think it's the fast
because
one
we
because
didn't
he uses the gem.
Uh-huh, I see.
So the
we didn't
gem.
spend 12 hours last time.
No, no, it's a morning thing. Also, he doesn't have to spend money. Like
Yes,
it
he doesn't
comes
have to.
from the gem, but it he also needs to replenish. Like he needs to roll dice to make sure he can redo a simulacrum.
Yeah, it's like those magical items that has spells, right?
Yar, yar, yar. I forgot what it's called, but
Mm,
it's an
yes.
interesting object to pick, and has consequences.
Mm, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I don't think I have any more questions.
Okay. I want to ask you. We spoke
Okay.
once upon a time about you wanting to change your class to paladin.
Yes, but I don't think we will come to that path.
Uh huh. I mean,
But yes,
I'm asking generally,
mm,
is it something that you still feel you want to do as a player,
mm,
and why?
as a player,
Mm-hmm.
if the story beats leads into a certain direction, I would feel like it would be interesting to see him go for the quiet, stealthy guy to vengeance paladin.
I think this would be very interesting.
Mm.
And
So it's a very uh not only just story driven, but it will require some in the current campaign traumatic thing for happen to him in order to go from one end to the other.
mm-hmm.
And I am still not sure if I am thinking of having him full paladin or paladin rogue.
Okay, that is
Yeah.
something for you to think about
Yes.
because we are
Mm-hmm.
going to fade into uh the night the tower fell. You're
Mm.
taking watch. Who are you taking watch with?
Usually, I believe he would be watching by himself, unless one of the brother or sister keen to sit down with him. But usually he's watch by himself.
Okay. In that case, you will have Biro taking watch with you. A bit inconsequential given who he is. He's sort of looking out into the distance, not really paying attention. You would usually be able to do this by yourself, but you
Mm-hmm.
think after the tower fell and how everybody is feeling with missing memories and everybody doing a chunder, chucking up everything until they feel very poorly. You think it'd be nice to have company for a while, but the company is not paying attention.
Yeah.
Your pocket feels warm. The pouch that you keep your trinkets, the dust of your master,
Mm.
feels very warm.
I'm just gonna reach into my pouch quietly without alerting Bureau. I don't think his perception is that great, but yeah, I'm trying to do that.
Okay, make me a stealth check. I mean, he's not great, but you might roll a one, so
Yeah. I believe if I still roll a one, it's still a 20 something.
29.
Yeah.
You do it easily. He seems to be looking off into the distance, in the direction of the fallen spire. Dust still billowing in the dark of night. You can see shrapnel. You can see things shining in the distance that you recognize as souls. As you
Mm.
put your hand in the pouch, you feel the dust and it's warm. Um, you sort of, without thinking, sort of, when there's lint on the chair or something, you start kumpul, like you put them together.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Yeah, like without thinking, you do that. And as you put them together, you feel it solidify. And then you realize it's the last piece. You had four,
Yes.
but now
Um, hmm.
this one
I'm,
seems to take shape. What are you doing to help it along?
um, help it along. While it takes shape, I'm just thinking of like master wanted to tell me something for a very long time. He says patience. He always said like wait, patience is a virtue. Wait for the time is right. So for a very long time he already not very long time actually, it's just been a few days in game. Out of characters feel like a very long time. um yeah, a few days passed that he has stopped asking but only just let master guide him. So in this current situation when he's feel warm, he's just feeling the bone dust and letting it guide the warmth to where it should be. So the hand it moves not like it I move my own hand, but it feels like it moves on its own, guided by the heat sort from the bone dust.
Okay. Automatic writing, but instead of writing, you're compressing, you're squishing dust together.
Mm-hmm.
And slowly it calcifies, for want of a better word, because bone dust is calcium. But
Mm-hmm.
you get what I mean, right? It
Yep.
it calcifies, it solidifies, and then it becomes solid and smooth, mirroring the other four. And
Mm.
somehow all of them jump into the palm of your hand.
I'm gonna quietly. Obviously, this is it won't be as like quiet if I believe it's Bureau that's with me. If uh they see what I'm doing, like looking at it, so be it. But I'm just like quietly taking out just to see what is the message.
I'm going to still use your 29 stealth. He doesn't
Mm-hmm.
recognize. I think he's still looking in the distance and he's like mumbling to himself about, like, are those stars? He's never seen stars.
We
Anyway,
can see stars?
I mean,
I'm going to like
he thinks it's
because
stars. It's not.
Oh.
nonchalantly because I can keep focus in. a little, like multitask a little bit. So I'm just gonna say, I didn't know you can see spirits as well.
I can't usually, but and then he points into the distance where you can see spirits, but what he sees is just light bouncing off the myriad of reflections and refractions of uh like quartz dust that fills the air.
Uh, prob Probably it's light science stuff. Maybe that is how star looks like. Not sure. I don't see stars before as well.
I've heard of stories about stars from Papa. Something about gas giants in the sky.
Gas giants.
He
There's giant
shrugs.
that's made out of gas.
He shrugs even harder. He's like, I don't know.
Actually, about your papa, I do have a question or two about him or us, actually.
He nods.
I know that while I'm saying this, I'm just looking down to see what is the words that Master have given me. I know that
Uh,
he knows. Okay, you tell me first.
you look down, and there's no words that has made itself known. Right now, they sit in your palm, and you cuddle them like very tender stones, very gingerly. You're not sure what to do with them, but as you look down, you see Biro also look down and give you like a question, but he's also waiting for your question.
Yeah. Um, I know that you said that your father um knows used to know people, and that is why you also know the hidden phrase, right? Was
Out of
he
character, the hidden what?
the hidden phrase,
Oh, the
the
hidden phrase. Oh,
yeah, the fire
the
fire burn bright,
yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah.
He goes, well, the thing is, my father told me, my papa told me to mention it to the people that I trust, and I thought, rather Van thought it would be a good idea then and there. I don't know what compelled her to do it, but we're out here now. I'm not particularly involved in any of the goings on of that world. She wants to be.
The key word is trust.
I
I
mean,
don't particularly think that I was that trustworthy to you at that particular moment when you said the phrase.
I know you want to think so, but we're in a situation where we have nothing but trust, and we cannot do anything if we don't trust you.
Hmm.
It,
So, what happens if I wasn't the person that the phrase was meant for?
he shrugs. There wasn't really anybody that we had to look for per se. He did mention something about the coats of arms, symbols, as long as you generally get the right person ish. Or as long as they were good ish. I mean, what is good?
Very subjective.
True. And in this case, you've shown by leaps and bounds that you've been helpful. You saved two children at least.
It's something that I cannot turn a blind eye to.
Well, as long as that not being able to turn a blind eye doesn't stop when the children becomes adults, I think we'll do well.
Hmm. That being said, though, Your father, did he told you that he was part of the resistance before?
You say father, and then he looks at you. He's like, no, no, no. Father is a tiefling, and he is more,
Oh,
you
right.
know,
But
he's
well,
a
Papa.
farmer. He's my
Yeah,
father. Papa
yeah, yeah.
is Van's dad. We call him Papa. I'm honestly not sure whether or not he's part of the um that gang. You seem to get that he doesn't even want to say the words freedom fighter.
Yes.
Um,
Understood.
I'm when I was a child, I'm generally very unwilling to partake in those kind of conversations with Papa. Van would drag me nonetheless. I can't really close my ears, can I? And then he shrugs. He
Uh,
never really said that he was part of that. More that he knew the goings on in order to stay hidden.
that is curious. Also, because that's a lot of information someone know and someone want to hide from it. It's just curious. It's just curious.
I never really thought of it. I've always thought, it's just a smart thing to do, a wise thing to do to find out the tracks of the people that you're trying to avoid so you don't end up going the same place. I don't think
Yes.
he actually sold that information. He kept to himself. He and um mom and father, we lived away from a lot of civilization.
Hmm. Because just as you said that you don't think he would have sold that information, but
Wish
many
it's
would
that
have killed to gain that information, which is also a risk.
he nods. Papa's been alive for a very long time.
Ah, that for sure.
I'm sure he has his ways to avoid the big D,
Hmm.
but personally, I'm not sure myself. There's a lot of things I don't know about Papa. I mean, for the fact that I've only been alive for something
Not,
a year.
yeah, not as long as I believe out of character. I believe Ben's father or the papa is a dwarf, a long
Yeah.
living. Yeah.
So Van's dad is a dwarf.
Mm-hmm.
Bureau's dad is a
A
tiefling. The
tiefling.
mom
Yeah. So
is
that
human.
okay. So normal living lifespan,
Hmm.
except for their papa, which is a
Yes.
dwarf. Yeah. So
I mean, it's rather ghastly if you think about it. The fact that Van will far outlive
you,
mum and father and me
mm,
and maybe papa her.
very likely yes.
But he is old, and you did mention he has a lot of secrets, so
Mm,
it is a good question. How is he keeping himself hidden?
mm,
I've never really thought about it, considering Van and I have been traveling. Um,
yes.
I don't know if you have realized the dynamics right now, but she drags me everywhere and I just follow because honestly, there's nothing else to do in Krera. No stars in the skies, no sun, no moon.
Generally, it's just all white if you think about it.
He nods.
Uh, you know what they say? Curiosity kills the cat. I hope I don't die with that curiosity.
But there is a second half to that phrase. The knowledge brought it back to life.
Hmm. Let's hope that stays true for me as well.
From what I see, I don't think you have a problem. When he says that, you feel the stones in your hand, all five of them, tug against your. Is your fist open or closed? Like, are you holding on to it or are
Um,
you like
I'm
cradling it?
holding it like marble, so it's half closed, half open. So like imagine my first two finger, which is the index and the middle finger, is um kind of open, but not all the way. But the last two finger, the ring and the pinky finger is closed, clutching onto the rocks, with the
Okay.
thumb pressing onto them as well. Something
Depending
like that.
on whether or not you're holding on tight, you
Hmm.
can make a strength saving throw to pull. It's a very high DC.
Oh,
Um,
I probably would fail because I don't have strength.
Lol.
No.
You can try. Especially if
Is a
this thing
saving?
is it's tugging against you.
Okay, saving throw?
Yes.
Or okay. Let's see what I got. It's a 11 base.
That
So
that's
no.
not even no. It flies
No.
out of your hand, all five of them, and they glow. They glow. What would you say is a color associated with your master?
I believe it will be the similar association with my power, which would be um greenish. What is it? The color from the Lord of the Ring goes again. Is it green? Dark
The
green?
wraiths?
I believe
Okay,
it's dark green.
like a sickly green. Is it?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. The color that you think is attributed to your master, a sickly green, actually comes to you in a more verdant, vibrant green. Uh, a, a living green, if you could ever think of that term of phrase, as the gems make a sort of pentagon shape in front of your face. It floats up and it glistens like the
Okay, that's weird.
doggies.
Okay, glisten is not the word I would expecting, but okay.
They are gorging. It glistens in front of you, and you turn around to see Biro, who is just shocked. Um, he's shocked, but he's also more taken aback by the fact that this thing just flew out of your hand. He doesn't know whether he should run, fight, or stare.
Uh, it's like, oh, sorry. Interesting.
Sorry, what is that? And as soon as he asks a question, a familiar face pops up, as if a reflective mirror. It's your master. He doesn't look as old as the day he died. What does he look like?
Right. Did I write him as what race again? Let me, let me check my background. Where is that button? Is it bio? No, I didn't write it here. Shit, crap. Where did I write it? Is it in my phone? Was it in my phone? Crap. Uh, Give me a moment. I am sorry.
Take your time. In the meantime, while he's trying to figure out what his master's face looks like, which is really hard when you have a lot of characters. How is everyone? I don't know who's watching this. Maybe many people, maybe not many people. Also, we had
Future
dogs just
people
now.
will watch this.
Few what?
Future people will watch this.
Future people will definitely watch this. Maybe some people's one people's watching. Maybe being creepy. I don't know.
Yes, yes. Future us will be watching this, trying to remember what we did.
What you said.
Yes, obviously. Obviously. Okay, so I got his name, but I don't think I have described him at any point in my backstory.
Okay. In that
So, by that case, it would have been a human.
Okay. You see just a guy in his mid to late 30s, probably early 40s, you're not sure. Um he has a grin on his face. He has his ears formally pierced, like they're not wearing any adornments.
Hmm.
His hair is in a buzz cut, and he looks at you with glee, actually, and he goes, "Wow, I can't believe that worked."
Master, I thought you couldn't. No, I thought. Wait,
Look, this is
does
a
that
one
mean
and done. I can't talk to you right now. It's not gonna last a long time. I just
right,
wanted to
right,
know
right?
what's up.
Oh, can't you see? Right. Just took down a tower that deals souls.
You can see his face sort of like he purses his lips, and you've seen this face many, many, many times throughout him training you, and he goes, "No, no, no. What I meant was, what's up with you, man? Like, I felt a lot of tumultuous emotions. Look, killer, I get it. You killed me. It was a long time ago. Way past that. Also, I don't have to imbibe alcohol. Think about that if you feel like feeling bad. I don't feel drunk all the time, which is great.
Well, at least I don't have to like constantly pour you alcohol.
See?
If that's what
Silver
you want,
lining.
yes.
Who's your friend? And then you can see him struggling to look, but the glass does not turn to face anyone else but you.
Oh, right. Not sure you can see with. I don't know how that works. Um, this is Biro, companion of mine, not with the group.
You can see from your peripheral vision, Biro goes behind you to have a better look by sort of occupying the space on your shoulder. Like he's
Yeah.
not leaning, he's just there, like a
Okay.
parrot.
Yeah. So Biro. This is my late master, uh, Robert Dawn, and this is Biro, my current companion.
Biro regards the surface and he goes, Mr. Robert, it's a pleasure meeting you. As you know, my name is Biro. Welcome to the circle, and I guess it must be nice to not live in a pocket anymore. Well, that's it's kind of dark in there. I don't like it.
I don't have any place to put you.
I mean, you could put
To be
a light. I probably wouldn't be able to see it, but that's not the point.
right.
Maybe a little bit of soft furnishings. I don't know. Maybe stones would like chairs. Huh? Do stones
Stones
like
would like
chairs? Anyway, not the point.
why? Okay. I don't think that's the point right now. Okay, but w- w- why did you manifest yourself now? Is it just to talk?
Tower came down. Friends came a calling. More importantly, I didn't manifest myself. You made it happen. So maybe you should ask yourself
W-
why.
Why? Uh, why did I manifest you?
If
Maybe
stones could shrug, he'd shrug.
maybe I thought you have answers for this journey. Maybe I
My
always
student,
thought you had the answer.
when have I ever had any answers as long as I've trained you?
None, but That never stopped me from asking.
Point.
Okay. But the thing is, with what limited knowledge and power I have, there are some people I know would have the answers, but I don't dare to ask them, knowing what it means by asking them questions. You know what I mean, right, Master?
He nods. He's like, I mean, there's a million and one answers to ask. Like, has anybody had dinner? I haven't because I'm dead.
You don't have to.
I mean, I feel hungry too, but that's again not the point. Like I said, there's a million questions you could ask,
Mm,
but some of
okay,
them more
so
important than others. Some of them can open doors. Two questions that you
can
actually need to ask.
can I use this to ask other souls question that I have with me?
Oh no, no, no. Um, what I'm feeling right now is I'm supposed to imbue you a gift, but that is a choice you need to make. It's like one of those, trust your feelings kind of thing.
I
And
well,
this is a one and done thing. Either you take the gift and I get destroyed, I become part of your memories. He looks wistfully away. I can't really
that's a
see that
lot
far.
of that's
Damn.
a lot of that's a that's Master. We haven't seen for a very long while, and yet you drop a bombshell on me like that. You should let me have a moment to think about this. I know it probably is one and done. I A lot of feelings just rush through me, and I'm not sure what to think about it.
You have your friend there. Bureau, was it? Yes, sir? Why'd you pop a squat? Like you don't have to look at me. I just have to look at him. You realize that he is not talking to you anymore. He's regarding Bureau.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
pop a squat around the campfire or whatever you guys have here. I can't really see that far. I should have thought about this before I became a weird manifestation. There's a lot of prescience going on. Anyway, not the point.
Right,
I
not the point. The
I
one and done
remember
thing.
talking about my feelings to one of the bar girls once upon a time, and one bar guy. They said talking about your feelings is actually really good, better than drinking alcohol. But they also told me they needed to sell alcohol, so if I wanted to keep talking, I gotta buy alcohol. Again, not the point. So
Not
maybe
the
you could
point.
talk about your feelings to Bureau here. He's as pretty as one of the bar girls.
Really, Master?
What?
After all these years, is you still doing that?
It's really boring in your pocket.
There is. Hey, hear me out. If I would, if the choice would have more freedom for allow me what I want to do with the souls, I wouldn't have to have one farmer dad sitting in a feather wondering what happened outside of the world, a kid I just picked up, and a very old dude that I might have questions for. So you're
Interesting.
not the o- so you're not the only one that I try to make it a better life for. That
Yep,
tower is trying to keep sucking souls, and now I'm not sure if I could even ask the question and grab the souls back before they whisk away.
I'm pretty sure you can grab souls from there. And he points in the general direction. You think he's pointing to the spire, but you're not sure because he seems he's
Yeah,
he's not
yeah,
sure.
just general direction. Yeah, yeah, but I'm just not sure if I can do the asking now. I'm not sure if there's any similar tower within range that could suck souls again. It's a it's a risky thing that I don't want to risk. Those are lives that I don't want them to suffer. I'm not even sure what they feel once they got what
I will
those
tell you what
powers
I
do.
feel. Bored mostly. Um, I'm an alcoholic. I think I mentioned that once or twice.
Yeah, I'm not talking about the boredom. I'm talking about the pain, the
Oh,
screams,
pain?
the
There's no pain. Um,
not from the stones. I mean from whatever the tower is doing.
oh,
What I heard from the groups that I travel with, what they done to souls is inhumane is probably the most right word. Probably there's a more better word for it, but I think inhumane is the word I can use right now.
make me a persuasion check.
Okay. Persuasion, persuasion, persuasion. Pers. I can't see, too small. The screen is so small. Is this persuasion? Yes, this is persuasion. I'll click and then ask later. This is persuasion.
Fair.
It is persuasion, 15.
15 is not terrible. I could tell you what I felt when I was murdered, but where's the fun in that? All right, you gotta sweeten the deal a little bit. I'm only here for a short time, and then I go back into your pocket or become dust.
Right. Okay, so what's the deal here now, Master? Questions before you whiz away again. Um, what do you have for me? What is the right question to ask? Why are you here?
Hang on, let me take out my crystal ball. I don't know those answers. Why is anyone here?
Why is anyone here? You said you have a gift for me, but I'm not sure if I want to take it right now.
That's entirely up to you. I can't tell you what to do or not to do. I just have a gift for you since I know where your uh, sensitivities lie. I've had a good long life of murdering people. I'm not the best person in the world. In fact, I'm being blasé about it right now. You have a bigger heart. It was very unfortunate that you had to get to know me.
I would like to think otherwise. Unfortunate, yes, but again, I'm glad to know you, or else I will be just another cat dying in the streets.
Oh, if I could cry. He puts one finger under his eye and traces a tear down his cheek. No, seriously, if I could cry, I would. Um, here's here's the thing. I feel like you're consistently running away from the actions that put you in this position in the first place, put me in the position in the first place. But I ain't mad. I'm not mad at you. It is an inevitability of the people in our profession. We kill, we get killed.
That doesn't stop me from feeling guilty. That doesn't stop me from feeling that I might have stopped something big, destroy something big with one fell swoop. You probably would have saved the world, for all I know.
Me?
Yeah, well, for all I know.
He could have saved the world. He points in the general direction that is Biro. Like, anybody could have saved the world.
I, you know what? He could have. By what he has, he's brave. As much as I would say the sister is also very, very brave, but he's brave for following her.
You can see Biro sort of like, "Mo, you think so?" And then realize he has a thing in his nail and he starts picking at it like, oh, gross.
Hmm. But yes, but besides the point, that is how I feel. Like, I know I should get past that. What I'm doing now probably is trying to fix the past mistakes that I don't think it will be repaired.
If I may, you talk a lot about mistakes. Would you like to share them?
Share them. I look to Biro. Hmm. Hey, Biro,
He raises his eyebrows.
do you want to know how Master dies?
Yes. I think it would be a, an interesting tale considering what I've heard so far.
Right. So, I will take you way back, 20 years back. Back when I'm still training under Master, I'm I always try to impress Master. Whatever he taught me, killing whatever uh, bounty that comes up, that I always want to show off to him. And one day, I got a personal request. I think this would be the best opportunity to show off to my master. The request is an assassination. I didn't ask questions. I didn't ask why, who. I just know where and when. So that night, I took a spot, aimed my bow and arrow. I just see a figure at a location, at a spot that it is designated for me. I didn't ask who is it, why are they there. I just took the shot until it is too late, when I, like a cat, go and look at my kill. Then I only realize who I have shot. Do you know what the target said when I look him at the eyes?
Biro looks at you, just eating this up.
He said, "Good shot." He didn't say like why, he didn't say how, he just said, "Good shot." I panic. I'm not sure what to do, as I have killed Master, my own hands.
To be fair, I did mean it. It was a good shot. It was really far. Also, it was my bad because I didn't tell you I was on that side doing reconnaissance.
I
Look,
should.
it's really hard when you never have worked in a team and then suddenly you have to work in a team and the team happened to be like a kid and
y-
suddenly you're a dad.
Yeah, but there are things that because of that day that I still put to heart. Always ask questions. That's what I still do. If I get a random request, I don't just go and say yes and pull my bow and arrow and shoot at that whatever direction they point at me. If I would have done so, you would have known that there will be way less people with me right now. But yes, because of that day, I I would say more cautious than normal.
You can see a sense of pride coming from the floating slate that is your master. It's a
So
pretty good rendition.
so regardless of, I already know that you do not blame me. You do not. You are not angry with me. I mean, if you were, you wouldn't have helped me so far until this far.
Make me another persuasion check.
Okay. Uh, persuasion. So my lowest is 15. If I get any higher, I got a little bit higher, 17.
Better, better. He nods, he smiles, and then he looks at in the direction of Bureau, who is now again behind you. Hey, kid, why don't you come here? Come closer. I'm gonna show you what I look like on my deathbed. Come on, come closer. Bureau goes really near, his nose almost touching the surface of the slate, when suddenly, jump scare. He jumps to the back and whelps. What does he see?
Uh, Deathbed, he would see um a lot of blood being dragged all the way from whatever direction to a wooden floor. Um, uh, uh, Still wearing that day's cloak, hood, and all. Like being mysterious, but the hood is obviously down because he was being dragged. Um, Arrows, just one particular arrows, right at his heart, sticking there. Likely is been bled to death, and at the current moment that he would see is a more harrowing scene. Instead of the person dying, is Mume, or in this case, the Ken Rouge, chopping his master piece by piece, chopping him up, cutting his body parts, like he's trying to hide his mistakes.
You hear, I don't understand it with cats. Like, they just, first they kill you and then they disembowel you and then they tear you out of pieces for snacks for later. I don't know. I had a cat. It's a calico. She's really cute. Also, that made me really tired showing you that scene. So I'm gonna say we don't have a lot of time left. You'll you'll really figure out what the gift is. Maybe overnight, maybe tomorrow morning. You sort of get an inkling for it. It's up to you if you want to receive it. I'll still give you pointers, but if you receive the gift, you'll release me and maybe at the same time release your guilt.
Uh, yeah, I will. I will sit with it. I will think. I'll think it. I'll think. I'll let it sit. Yes.
Make me another persuasion check.
Persuasion check. Let's see. Persuasion. That's even
Oh,
higher.
okay. I like how you've taken the whole questioning thing to the nth degree. I never thought you could grow beyond trying to be the very best at what I do. Maybe you should try be the very best at what you do. Anyway, so I wanted to tell you about what happened when I died. I felt my soul leave my body, and if ever there were a heaven or hell, I would be pulled either which way I thought. But I was sorely mistaken in a sense where I got pulled upwards, but before I could, you managed to pull me to you. And in a way, I thank you for having an inhabitable mind space. I attached myself to you, and I apologize. But what I
Mm,
felt falling into whatever that siphon is, I didn't like it. It felt worse than being shot, gargling, the blood slowly seeping in through my mouth, through the aorta that you severed. It felt like flesh rended from my bones. And so I hid. I hid with you. Now, that's something I don't want anybody else to feel. It ain't pretty.
so you were also being dragged by the force that is pulling every soul in the region as well.
I can't say for every soul. I could say for mine for sure.
I had a feeling that this is not a pleasant feeling when whatever uh out of character,
Mm-hmm.
my master would know that when I say she, I know he knows it's the matriarch because I don't usually say the matriarch, and I also doesn't know their gender, but I only refer it as she.
Okay.
Okay, but I know that whatever she does, she's doing, it's not pleasant. I've seen it so many times, never comfortable. And when I got the abilities to take them away from her, I always try to, just so that they don't feel that pain.
He is a piece of work. Well, I'm gonna tell you though, if there was some kind of energy meter, it is blinking red. I'm gonna
Right.
say I have like two more questions, maybe at best, and then I gotta have a nap.
You said that like a few minutes ago. Again, two questions. So okay, when I get the gifts, and if I when I set you free, where will you go?
If there ain't any more of those tall things, I don't know. Wherever dead people go, maybe I'll be reborn as a kitten.
You
Where
believe in
I'll
dog?
find you. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. That's not the point.
Yeah. Well, I was going to ask you believe in those bullshit.
I don't know what I believe.
Okay, so I think you already know that there might be few more of those things around um Queira. Yes.
I can tell you for sure there's one near where we started.
I had a feeling, but I didn't went and look for it.
He
This is very
shrugged.
this one that we found is just convenient where there are more hints than usual pointing at here.
More things or more people that you met that said don't go to this place and you went anyway. Anyway, I'm really tired.
Right. Okay. So I don't know what to ask you. You can either go back to sleep or I can ask, do you know where's the one where we were? That tower.
No, I don't know the exact location because I was pulled to you immediately.
Right. Well, I guess I have no questions.
So I guess in a way I was your daddy, and then you pulled me into you. So that makes you my daddy.
No,
And
don't
then
make
with
it
that
weird.
thought, he disappears and the stone falls to the ground.
And then you just see me say, "Oh, don't make that weird."
And
You
immediately
just
you hear Bureau just snort. Because it's like, what the fuck? That is the
they,
funniest thing I've ever
he just
seen a dead guy not say.
he just make it even weirder. I just now I'm confused. Anyway, yes, yeah, that's my master. He's weird, weirder than normal. I think more weirder than I am.
Well, that woke me up. Rest in peace, Robert. He puts his hand over the stone, and then he sort of takes his hand away. He's like, I don't know if you want other people to touch that. I feel like that's your thing, and I shouldn't pick it up.
No, no, you can touch it. Just don't crush it.
He's backing off. He's like, no, no, no. Look at the things I have to look at.
You sure you have been just staring at the sky and the dust?
There are so many dusts, so many
Yes,
dust, and that is where um we stop this interlude
right.
of your clown fiesta of a master.
Yes. Right, 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 right. Okay, so I'm still not sure what he wants to give me.
Yeah, that's entirely up to you when I give you some kind of missive for next
Okay,
week.
right, right. Okay. Also,
Ben.
I want to say before you move on, I'm
Uh-huh.
surprised that you can pull out that characteristic from him by just me giving you good shot and don't bother, it's too late.
Lol. He's a sentence short of a wow.
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 Okay, yeah, that's it for me.
Okay. I hope you enjoyed that interlude. Um I don't have anything else to ask Mume, the cat.
Yes.
We could play. Let's play. Yes. What's in your extra dimensional storage? Because I can't remember.
Right. That is Valerius? No. Yes, yes, Valerius. Interdimensional storage.
Hmm?
Right.
I don't know who
I
carries
think
what.
Valerius is carrying the interdimensional storage.
Hmm. Either way, it would be good to take stock of what you have on you. I know the portable hole is now actually a portable, um, like science
Where
experiment room, a
how
lab, a mini lab.
We have one from Bu- Bureau and
That's
Ben.
Valerius's one, right?
One is
That we
Valerius
turned
one,
into a lab.
yes, and wasn't also Boss and Frost doing some blood research or experiment in that hole
Yeah, yeah,
once?
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I have occupied the whole.
What do we have, or is it just a question for the DM? Van and Bureau's hole on the ground, because I believe they also collected a lot of
Oh
Yeah,
things.
my god!
they
So
were
they
taking
they
a
have
lot of stuff.
they have so much shit. They have so much shit.
They w- they spent a good amount of time just taking files, I believe.
Okay, imagine if you will going into a jewelry shop and then just pushing things into
Yeah.
the bag. You don't know
The
what you're
shop owner
pushing.
was like, "You have 10 minutes. You can keep anything that you put into this hole." You're just
Pretty
like,
much, yeah.
"Oh, everything's probably good."
Throw it in.
Including the shelf that was keeping the jewelry, just entire shelf
Yeah, the whole
hid.
thing.
Yes,
The
yes.
whole thing.
Entire shelf. Just go inside.
Chairs, tables, anything that's not bolted down into the Holy Ghost.
Do
And paper.
we
So much paper.
do we have to, like, just one day go through Van and Bureau, so it's like, okay, what is actually useful for you and us?
That's entirely up to you, man.
Because
You feel like
probably yeah.
you feel like this is not their first instance of doing this. They have been doing this for a very long time, and this is how they subsist.
Hmm,
They
right.
sell what they find or they use it for themselves, but trade is how they function. And you've seen people trade with the portable hole before. So this is not
The
a new thing.
right. Okay. So the portable hall is this era's bag of holding.
The portable hole is this era's Alibaba.
Portable hole better because mouth larger. You can put in bigger thing.
That is
Exactly.
fair.
Bag of holding has limitations. You can't just push a whole filing cabinet into it.
Yeah. The max you can do is like an armor.
Yes.
Maybe if it's the chest plate, I don't know, man.
It's
Maybe
like what, 2 feet wide? I think
it's a
Canna.
canna.
Depends on what species.
Yeah, that's true.
If
Like
it's
if it
for like
was
a minotaur or for
no.
ghost or something, then sorry.
I think it would
Yes,
have a hard time trying to shove in like the baby giants. What are they called?
Goliath?
Yeah, the
Goliath.
Goliath. I think Goliath chest plate would be like, I don't think so.
Like Goliath is already 8 feet high.
Mm.
So yeah, no, no. All right.
Um, but yeah, you should consider going to a van and be like, what you got in that hole?
Hmm. Wonder if they have anything magical in that hole. Probably can bother.
They
I
might,
think
they might not.
probably not from the lab because I
No,
think I don't remember how much stuff they were like how many rooms they were like ransacking from. I only
you
remember the
can,
file room.
yeah, you can be 100% sure there was nothing valuable that was magical in the entire facility.
I mean, we can check what they have in the hole,
Mm-hmm.
not just the facility ones. But
True.
yeah, we should one day check with Van and Bureau.
Yeah. Okay, what questions do you have for the DM?
The DM. Let's see.
Or what do you want to sort out that you feel that I have grossly been negligent about?
What? Anything from boss?
Oh, for me.
Yeah, anyone.
Um, let me see. I think from my side. Boss wants to know what her next step should be about finding out about herself.
That's a great question. Let me pull
Was
out
she
your
able to identify
stuff.
whether or not like the whatever process it was can be reversed, or if there are any risks to doing so?
I haven't answered that, have I? I will give you the full answer, but the short of the long is, let me pull up my notes. Blah 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 blah. Wrong. Blah blah blah.
Because what she wants
These
to
are
do
two
next.
separate knowledge questions, so you're going to have to spend 2 knowledge points to get them.
Yeah, I think worth, because she needs to know whether it can be done. Wait, let me record.
Okay.
So
So specifically for herself, the first
yeah.
question is this process reversible?
Hmm.
Her notes have shown that she hasn't tried it on herself yet, but when she's tried it on other patients, other specimens, it has
Uh-huh.
not been uh, a positive outcome.
I see. What does that mean?
The experiments have either died once they separated, or the entity itself refuses to leave the body and holds on harder. And you have seen situations where the heart begins beating so fast that it explodes.
Oh no.
It
Okay,
it
so
pretty much puts a lot of stress on the body.
it's like die or almost die
Correct.
and not successful.
Yes.
Okay,
Either
that's
either
good
way,
enough.
die. And the
Okay.
risk involved for you specifically, from the notes that you gather, there have been several instances where you wrote on the margins, "Is this a good idea? What have I done?" And things that would point to you in the past feeling used and unwilling to continue the farce. You felt like although you were thralled, you were still under her employ. You still considered her benevolent to you. There was still
Ah,
a lot of control that she exerted upon you that made you feel like it's your parents making you go through the mercantile route all over again.
I see. So like, oh, I shouldn't be doing this, but here I am doing this.
Yep. Like a sense of
Okay,
small rebellion lives within you. Just small enough
right. Like against the research?
against the hold that she has over you.
Okay.
You're not sure what
Right.
it is, but you inherently feel like, no, no, I want naps. I don't want to work. I want naps.
Ah, okay. Okay. So not so much against the research specifically. It's just like I should I need a break.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the risk is not that death is a problem. The risk is more your station, your research.
Oh, but
So
didn't you
that
say that like that separating the thing usually lead to death?
I mean that is something that happens in the process. You haven't tried it on
Uh-huh.
yourself. And the only risk you saw back then was whether or not you'll be able to continue your research, which means you didn't put yourself in in that situation yet. It is up to you how you
Okay.
want to read that.
So like when you say like specifically to myself that I'm not worried about death being a potential um like
Hurdle.
being a risk, yeah. Does that mean that on myself reversing it shouldn't be dangerous?
You could look at it that way. I'm gonna let you think so.
Okay, I see.
Also, this is a lore question. Most recent entry by Rita. I didn't get the time to write this down yet, but I would say it was 6 to 8 months ago was the last writing in the margins that you recognize within the area that you were reading.
Oh, okay.
You rifled through the papers and didn't find any more of her very infantile scribbles.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So I don't know how you want to perceive that as Bosk.
Okay. Oh, she was just curious because, like, oh, who this person? Was
Mm-hmm.
she talking about me? Okay, so I think on her side, if it doesn't seem risky, she would look into like methods of attempting to reverse it and pursue that and see how that goes.
Okay.
Yes, because uh, initially she would have been like, "Oh, is this dangerous? Um, like how much of it is me in terms of like mass? Because like if all my blood is weird, and if we reverse the process and I lose all my blood, then then I will die because I will have no more blood, and we need that to live.
Mm-hmm.
So like by risks I meant like kind of like that. It's like,
Ah,
oh, is this just completely unfeasible?
again, research inconclusive as far as you know.
Okay,
More testing needed.
I see. Okay. Um, does are there like methods that
No,
I would
they're
that I would be like, oh, okay, we can try this.
they're. Would you like to use a knowledge point to get one
Sure, I
method?
guess. Oh, I don't know. I only have one left.
Oh, okay. That's entirely up to you. But every method is like one.
Hmm. Okay. Rather than like, oh, I guess I can just like read more, right? Is the idea.
Yeah. It takes time, but it you have a second boss.
But real boss has told second boss to not worry about this. Don't think about it.
Second boss. Um, you
Second
also
boss,
know
just do
that
your job. You're fine.
the simulacrum that pops out is definitely intent based. So if you give the command like don't worry about it, if that was your head coming into the creation of the simulacrum, that is what they're gonna feel, is how I'm playing it. Which is why the Valerius that came out, not great. Horrible rolls.
What happened to the Valerius? I don't understand.
Um he is technically Valerius. He's just more Valerius than Valerius.
Ah, okay. I see.
You know, the overthinking it,
Oh no. That's
like
bad for the
all the
simulacrum.
neuroses went in. Is how I choose to play that because his rolls were shite. My
Ah,
rolls were shite, but it's for that character, so lol.
unfortunate. He wandered off and died. Poor guy.
Exactly. Anyway,
Okay, so I think what she would do moving forward is yeah, I guess it is worth using the last knowledge point to just like find a way of reversing it so that she can test.
one of
Yeah,
the
worth.
ways that they attempted to use this
Mm-hmm.
is turn undead, but a strong one. You recall reading that Gunlaug was part of one of the experiments, and she was the one that had to turn undead.
Uh-huh.
They kept the patient strapped, standing up, and she would essentially cast will the turn undead into being. And what you saw was the goop attempting to leave the body through every pore, and slowly as it pulled itself out, willing itself away from Gunlog, it also pulled the skin and the meat, and you see the eyeball slowly exploding.
Oh, okay. I think I will not try that.
It just gets worse for that particular experiment.
Okay. Okay. Ugh.
Ugh. It is ugh indeed. It's like, you know that scene in Venom,
Yes.
the
Where
one with
the
Topher Grace?
like the bong bong
Yeah,
bong.
the bong bong, but instead of bong bong and it yo-yos in and off your skin, it's pulling the skin with you.
Ew.
It's a bit like getting the bends, like the nitrogen in your body expands too fast that it pushes blood out of your pores.
Yes, that is not good.
No, it's in
Um,
fact very
w-
high
was there
mortality.
are there any that are like, oh, I should try this one,
Um,
or
you're gonna
or
have to do
no?
more reading.
Okay. Okay, I
Do,
I
do,
guess I guess that's that then.
indeed.
Because those 4 points are all I have until what's it called?
Until the next
Until
read.
we like by the time we get to Ulcid.
Yeah.
Like that's all I'll have.
You do have two more lore points, right?
Uh, let me see.
I believe that's what my notes say.
Yes. Yes, I have two more after the other thing, but I think I don't know what to ask in terms of lore.
Fair. Lore you can keep whatever you feel like is funny or fun. You can just drop it down and be like, "I'll answer."
Yes.
Do you have anything else?
Um,
Like any mechanics question? I will try and answer them if I remember what they are.
I don't think so. We haven't really played with much mechanics so far,
True.
or nothing that. I mean, I don't think I have anything weird that I don't know how it works.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm playing rogue, so it's fairly straightforward. Oh, can we confirm that Bosk will get Gunlog to arrange to meet up um with what's her name? Niru?
Minu. You can do that right
Mino.
now. At some point during the day, Gunlag will spend a third level spell slot to sending to Minu. What is the message?
Um we should arrive at the Ulcit tunnel entrance in 3 days. Is it 3 days? Like X amount of days when we're scheduled.
Yeah. Is that it?
Uh, is there anything we should keep an eye out for in terms of resources that you
I'm
would like?
resources. I'm gonna say that
Yes.
you send this message about the second day on your voyage that gives some time for the knowledge of the spire falling to move. So the message you get back is, no, I'm good. I'm already at also tunnels. Met some. really nice people here. Also, there seems to be a lot of guards outside. Those robot things. They seem to be doing a sweep. So maybe be careful when you get to all sits. There is a threshold before they become sparse because we pretty much take them out little by little. Power to the people, and then it cuts off because I think I went over 25 words.
Yep, yep. Okay. Okay, that's good information to know that we will be finding enemies on the way. Um, yes, I guess we'll see how that goes because Gunlog has bad day on the day we are supposed to
Arrive.
arrive, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So I'm assuming like as long as we're scouting properly as we travel, we will see the enemies from afar and be like, "Oh no."
Mm-hmm. Technically, yes. From what you remember of Roar, the city, it didn't have a lot of very tall building. But it was pretty and it was dense.
Yes.
So when you
And
travel into, you're not sure. When they say tunnels, you assume that you're going to go underground.
yes,
So as
that
long
is
as you
the
get
idea.
underground, you think you would be safe, but you're not sure at which point you will get into the underground.
Right, right. And when we get there, we had specific instructions to look for like people, is it?
Yes, a
Like we
person,
have
I
a
forgot what
contact
his
to
name
look
is.
for.
It's a name. It's a name I have in
Yes,
my
yes.
notes somewhere.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, I
But yeah,
remember.
specifically for that. Also, Kang
Yes.
Mume has a team there. I don't know if he
Uh,
would volunteer that information throughout the travel though.
uh, like the group already reached. Shit, I forgot what's the new name called again. The outside tunnels.
Yes.
We'll reach eventually, yeah.
I believe I told them
Mm-hmm.
that we are expecting my group over there. They are waiting for me.
Okay.
Is
Would they
what
warn us if there's danger?
they would told me. They will tell me, but I would told the group that so far I believe they have. Wait, what's the last message? Let me check.
The last
Uh,
message was the update.
update. I believe they already reached, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
yeah, they
arrived
had.
before you because they didn't do the detour.
Yeah, yeah. So last update was they reached, they got in. I don't believe they found the whatchamacallit groups that we were hoping to find yet, is what I gathered.
Mm, I'm just gonna
Yes,
nod. Sure.
yes. Yeah, but yeah, I don't. If they can get in, I don't think there is immediate danger. For what I have told them, they might have used the same name that I given them that we were told to use to gain entry.
Yes.
So yeah, that would be told to the group as well.
Okay. They would have taken all the information that you've given to traverse and find their way safely. It is up to you if you want to communicate with them. In the interim, you have essentially 2 days worth of communique. So two
Mm.
sendings through the stone, I believe.
Okay, so yeah,
What details?
the one sending I will definitely give them is the update, the follow update that says that we are on the last time I gave them was on the way. No uh no extra delay and such. That was the whole message that I sent them. That's the one guarantee message I want to tell them. It's like, don't worry, I'm back on track, yada yada yada. Um, would have asked them if they have found the um quote unquote fireflies, which is the hidden group,
Again?
The secret group.
the secret group.
They're
Oh, the se-
looking for fireflies.
You're looking for fire. Flyer, fly. Okay, words.
Yeah,
Um,
fireflies. Yeah.
you mentioned them and these things, and then you instead of getting whisper, you get liquid.
The hell?
Oh,
Where's my usual mage? Okay, wait, let me check who's
Where's my wizard?
where's my
uh,
wizard?
the alchemist, flint,
I know.
cobblestone, the rock gnome.
Yes, yes, I know.
Uh,
Flint.
you hear liquid. He's he's the one that's presenting you with information now.
Hmm?
Uh, hey, it's nothing much here. I don't know about fireflies. Oh, we haven't found any fireflies.
God, you like when the message come in, the first thing that comes into my head is God damn it! All the key phrase was with whisper. You're not supposed to be holding the goddamn rock.
Oh
Uh,
no.
And then
yeah,
you hear because he didn't finish his 25 words. You hear kong
yes.
kong kong. Is this thing on? Hello, hello. I think this thing's broken.
Oh no.
This is why Mu- this is why Chicken Zakan would have wanted Whisper to hold on to it so that she can whisper back to Zakan and not anyone else. God damn it, you fucking gnome.
I remind you that these guys are only level 6.
Yeah, I remember, but god damn it, I give them specific things to do.
Okay, I think the better question is to ask why Whisper doesn't have the stone.
That's actually a good question. No, actually, that makes me
Jang, jang,
concerned.
jang.
That concerns me. Okay, hmm.
Frightened.
Indeed. That is up for you to maybe find out next week, possibly.
Hmm.
Or you'll never know. I don't know. It's up to you. Lol, lol, lol.
I don't have any way to no image nor no spells that I can do to confirm anything. And those people who have spells, I can't give them anything to make them like known to that person. Because scrying requires you to know that person, right?
Correct.
Yes.
Yes or no.
I'm
God
sorry,
damn it.
bro.
Okie dokie. Okay. Actually, if that is the one that I get back the second day, I'm going to speak or send the sending with um uncommon because I believe all of them knows uncommon as I have uh, taught them.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna speak in what I call as straight as I can. No keywords, no code phrase. Where is Whisper? Isn't she holding the stone? Do not ask if the stone is working, it should work. Just think what you want to say and 25 words. That's it. That should be within 25 words.
Roll me a d3 to say who to see who has it.
Right. Let's see. One digger, one digger, digger. Let's see, digger. What it rolls? It's a rose dua.
Hey, boss, it's me again. Unfortunately, Lil is stuck in a cage. We're trying to get her out. It's been a few days. Also there's a big hole in the floor. I don't know what we're supposed to do. She's crying. Oh God, she's crying. She's crying again. I gotta go.
You okay? So whoever is currently like near within the vicinity of like 20 to 30 feet of Mume, will hear a very large sigh.
The siblings are not there, thankfully.
Yeah. So yeah, if anyone would have asked, Mume was just gonna reply, "Some idiot move has been made, and it seems like I am required to save someone's stupidity." That
Valid.
is the reply. Yeah, that is the reply. If someone asks,
Fun homework for you. I actually want to ask Ben, how is
Yeah.
the boss processing emotions? I know that Frosk has done some processing.
Um, how is boss processing? I think at the moment she's just like no wait, she did speak to Gunlog.
Mm-hmm. But is
Yeah,
it
yeah,
enough?
yeah.
Like, is she in a good mental state?
I don't think she'll be in a good mental state until she's figured out what's happening with her.
Okay. Okay. I
Like
think
for her, that's her number one priority right now.
correct. Okay.
So I think her being able to offload her sort of like team responsibilities off onto the simulacrum um, is a step in a direction, not necessarily a healthy one, but it is a step.
Okay.
At least now she can focus.
Got it. Okay. I would say for Mome and Boss, you're about a good amount to level 16.
mm-hmm,
Ooh.
Yes.
mm,
Okay, okay. We shall continue down this path and to see where it leads.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. The only one who has leveled up so far is Valerius.
He's leveled up,
Yes. I
but
was
he's
supposed to
not
tell
even
him this week,
near.
but he not
Oh,
here. He have fever.
yes.
You know what they
yeah,
say about growing
Better,
pains.
better let him know so that he can do all that before next
That's true.
session.
That's true. Anyway, you heard it here first. Valerius has leveled up to level 16
Da, 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 da.
because he
yeah.
had some very awful things happen to him
Yes.
the whole of
Oh,
23 sessions.
oh, okay. Is that
Yes, yes.
have anything to do with
The
his ex?
Yes,
Ah, ha, ha.
obviously.
Okay. Yes.
Not even a
Uh,
question.
yeah, very.
But the question is, did he learn anything from that? We don't know because we are
We
not
don't
him.
know. Yes.
we'll see what features he picks up on level 16.
I also was
Indubitably.
hoping to like I'm excited today so that I can like RP and talk to him that
Ah,
what I
yes.
found.
Cat talks to man about plane.
The whole time holding a tiny bear. Meow 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 meow.
You imagine it's just like Puss and Boots' entire outlook holding a very like size of a stuffed bear that's as big as Puss himself, and just like having that eye, that the stare that you always keep showing in a GIF.
Huh?
It's
Yeah,
like,
that's
why are you
that GIF
holding a
just
gummy
like
bear?
staring at Valerius is like, why are you staring at me and just holding a teddy bear?
Exactly. It's like,
Oh,
why
did you
are
put the
you
soul into the little bear?
The
the
soul
little
is
boy?
no the yeah the soul. How it
Uh-huh.
works is every time when I capture or take the soul, it
Yeah.
will turn into a trinket without
Oh,
like
okay. So you don't
yeah.
actually need to have an item. It will
It will
generate an
become it
item.
will become that item. Like
Okay.
for
So
like for
it'll
the
materialize as something. Is it?
yes yes, like for example the omen, not Jaka, omen
Idam?
Adam, omen Adam. uh
Yes.
he I roll a D100 for him because that's the trinket dice. He came out as the urn when
Right.
took his soul. So that's how it works. It's not like I put his soul in the urn. His soul become the urn.
Okay. I see.
It's
Yeah,
weird.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But the childlike soul is a tiny teddy bear.
Yup.
Mm.
It literally looks like a gummy bear.
Like an
Is it
actual like gummy
like
bear size?
Yeah, it's gummy bear size.
it's
Oh
small?
no, I would eat it.
I
It's
also
small.
would eat it. Have a
That is
forbidden gummy
why.
bear.
That is why you ask why did I put it in a trinket pouch? Because I can. I don't want to let people see it and numb it.
It's like, oh no.
Yes, yes. You must keep all the important items that are not food but might look like food in a special area. Have a
Okay.
little bag that's labeled not food.
Exactly. It's
You
like, please don't
think
eat this.
you think no one would actually eat a feather? I have a feather
You're a
that also
cat.
contains souls.
Cats
They,
eat feathers.
That
yes,
is true.
I know. Weird, but I know. No, I
Yes,
actually have
you should
cats too.
understand.
Yeah, so like I know things eat feather. I should put it in this pouch
Yes,
I have.
Mume has another bag that says is food, and it's a
No,
bunch of
he
similar looking trinkets.
Mumi has like a fridge that he hides things under. Just hair ties, bottle cap covers.
You say that he actually has a lot of random junks if you look at his inventory.
There we go. It's like, I lost 3 hair ties. Where is it? And then you see your cat. Like, what? I didn't do anything.
They don't remember.
They're like, oh, my favorite
As
toy is
far as
gone.
they're considered, they're telling the truth.
Cats.
why why do I have this random holy symbol with me? Hmm.
Just yell at it. Who are you? Just
But yeah,
Mumi things.
yeah, Mume actually does has a lot of random stuff in his inventory.
This is a DM question. It might be meta knowledge. It might be something that you don't want to talk about
Yup.
until somebody asks you about. But why do you change your name? Why do you call yourself Mumi?
Um, I believe it's already. I believe I already explained this out of character, but I'll say it again. Say it again. Sorry, say it again in this context. That Moom. The reason why the Ken Rouge used a fake name or call himself Mume It's the same reason why he would always change his name when he meets other people. He might not be Mume for uh, other certain individual, but so far for this group, they know him as Mume. It's more of a trust thingy, and it's also like the less they know about his real name, the less they might have a target to pin down who they are looking for.
Mm, okay.
So I like me, player, and Mume as the character doesn't know that if the other side knows Mume by name. And I like Mume knows that where he came from, his name is there. He
Mm-hmm.
probably is also wanted, but because of that, he that means that changing his name might pull them off track, even if a little bit. So it is not. It won't be like, oh, is this person actually that we are looking for?
Ah,
Those type of
okay.
situation. Yeah.
I understand.
Mm.
Yes. So if, like, let's say the rest of the party were walking around and we're just like talking like, oh yes, we traveled with this tabaxi named Mume, and because we don't know who Mume is hiding from, so
Mm.
there's no risk of us accidentally,
Yes, because
like,
you guys don't
you know,
know who Mume is hiding from. So the more reason he doesn't show his real name or accidentally you guys using his real name, the better.
yes, makes
Mm,
sense.
valid, valid.
So
So you kind
so that
of
is that's the reason.
Yeah,
you kind of
party
wonder
doesn't
if
mind, I think, in
yeah
general.
yeah you kind of wonder if Robert's actual name is Robert and not Gloria Estefan.
Yes, but also because he is already dead, and I don't think he's is wanted anymore since he is pronounced dead.
Hey, you never know.
So
There are necromancers out there who'll be like, "No, you work, you're dead.
I cut him into pieces just to prevent necromancies.
We'll sew him up and then work, and you're dead."
You
He's
know the
been
process.
resurrected as three zombies now.
Oh no!
Oh
Oh
no!
no! Like Mume have went into the process of like you heard the story, like chopping him up and whatnot. What I miss, I didn't like actually say is chopping him to pieces, taking his remains, burn it in the fireplace, take the remains and put it into the trinket pouch and grind it into dust. There is nothing for them to reanimate.
That is true. And his soul
So
is not floating around anyway, so
yep.
it's dead.
There is a length Mu may have went to just to prevent that.
We will not see the return of Gloria Estefan.
No, Sally.
She will not be making another album. Unfortunate, but true.
But
Okay,
so
one more
yeah.
question before we
Hmm?
close off this session at 10:30.
Question. Do we have
Yep,
any
yep.
question? Question. Let me look
Wait,
at my
did you
notes.
have a question or like question from our side?
Question from your side. I have no
Ah, okay.
questions. I am the DM. I have funny
Yes.
stuff happening.
Let's see if my notes tells me if I have any questions or not. Let's see. I already know what I need to do to get to level 16. I I think I know a direction where is the other tower. One of the other tower. Uh, what other questions? I don't think I have questions.
Yes, me also. No
Oh,
questions for now.
I do have quotes that I'm hoping to use in the future.
that's not for me, bro.
What?
Yeah, but that is
Put
that
that in
but
your
but
pocket.
that is but that is not a question. That is just me saying I have quotes, but depending on if those situation arise.
I see. Make them happen. You know,
Yeah.
this is D&D. This is how you make things happen. Anyway, thanks to everyone who is watching. The two people watching now, don't forget to hit like because algorithm reasons, I guess. Now we have all got to turn into our little trinkets and go back into Mome's pocket until next week. Where it is dark and you feel nothing and you don't need alcohol and it's dark mostly. And yeah, that's it. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.